welcome to Oz by Drone. I'm Greg, and John's not here today. We did try and get in touch with him, but not sure what happened. It's all good. He'll be back next week, I'm sure. So, filling in for John is welcome Lloyd.
Hi.
He's taken off his hat to you all.
Yes. And I don't have Greg's hairline.
You got to start that early.
Yeah. Why not? I know what's been going on behind the scenes, so yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Lloyd can't do two things at once, but that's another story. So people are listening today in Discord, and they were hearing what's happening behind the scenes, and it might have been entertaining for them. I don't know, but it's all good. We're having fun. What we're going to do today is something a little bit different. We're going to have a fly-in, a global fly-in. This is the first time of doing this with you flying your drone. We did it before once with flythere.com, where you could fly someone else's drone in another country. Today, what we want to do is have you fly your drone in your part of the world, and you're going to come up on our screen here as part of the show live. So that's the plan.
Yeah. Mel's ready. Drone Strikes is ready. His is Matt.
Okay, so let's do this. Before I do anything, I've got double audio on you, I think, Lloyd. I'll just get rid of that. Hopefully that will have fixed that. Let's get into it. So we've got Mel first. I'm going to go and press a button or two over here and see if I can get Mel's stream up. But in the meantime, Lloyd, can you tell us a joke? I love catching you off guard.
Wirecast. Do I need to say more?
Let's not do that. Yeah, they are both funny. Yes, I get it.
It depends on, well, I mean, you know, we know that one of the other famous broadcasters on YouTube was having problems with his Wirecast. So
it wasn't actually Wirecast, to be fair. It was Skype. They made a change on Skype this week, and
yeah, they upgraded. Yeah. So
okay, so I'm typing in the magic, and we're going to see if Mel's stream is up and ready. Now, if anyone is interested, today, Discord is where you need to be. People will be talking in there, so you can talk in the chat room live and talk to each other, and hopefully help each other to go and get connected to the RTMP server. I'm looking at the screen at the moment, and I'm looking for Mel, and I'm not seeing him yet. So MEL lowercase didn't come up on my screen just yet.
Okay.
In fact, what I might do, I'll open some log files. I thought Mel said he was ready.
Yeah, he said he is. Still got a sunset going on. And we got Drone Strikes 1, who is also ready. Let's see. How many streams to kill Telstra? 0. that's from Drone Shots from Jody.
Okay,
we are going to attempt something that's never been done.
Yeah, well, I think we are the first people in the world anywhere to do this. It is something different. It is something unusual. Let me just have a look at this.
E0. Anyways, what's worse than raining cats and dogs? Hailing taxis.
Okay, call me Dash. I think I can see you there. You're there at the moment, are you, Dash? Let's get your one up.
Yeah,
no,
Discord.
That one's not.
For anybody that doesn't know, Discord's a chat program. And,
yeah. A viral stream, Greg. Okay, let's continue to look. I'm not seeing Call Me Dashcast there either. I'll try Mel again one more time.
Now, Mel, are you streaming now?
I'll just send the shot live and see what happens. Oops, not that one.
Not that one.
There we go. So Mel is actually in front of you at the moment. So it's playing it. It's saying it's playing it, but I'm not seeing it.
I'm not
So
either.
let's do this for the moment. So this is what people need to know. RTMP : rtmp.dronebook.org/live/ and that'll go and get it into the streaming server that I've got here. And I'm just going to do a quick sudo tcp dump. So I am seeing a whole bunch of stuff, but I can't see easily which ones they are. So let's try that again. I'll go over here. Mel is that in lowercase, all in lowercase,
yeah,
Mel?
all lowercase, M-E-L.
Okay,
all
here's what I'm
lowercase.
going to do. I'm going to restart the streaming server, not this stream.
The RTMP server?
The RTMP server, yep.
All right.
Okay, and we'll go
Drone
and do
Strike
this.
says his is just his living room, so.
Key is old guy for old guy. Let's try that. New web stream. I'll put in that one.
Guys, I apologize, but I'm addicted to these candy hearts that you get at Valentine's. I'm addicted to those things.
Okay.
So that's what
Why
you hear
not?
crunching in the background.
This is absolutely frustrating at the moment because I've just hit apply on old guy and it ain't happening. So even though we tested all of this technology yesterday, this is going to be a very boring short show as well, potentially. Unless, I'm just thinking out loud, I could potentially try and restart Wirecrash and see if that fixes it. Let me just see if there's any data coming in. Yep, I can see there's people sending me streams, but Wirecast is not bringing it up. This was working yesterday.
Yeah, Mel says he's live, so.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly save this document. I'm going to restart Wirecast. For those who are watching in a couple of minutes, by the time I get Wirecast restarted, you may need to click down in the bottom left-hand corner the live button. So if you're watching live, keep clicking that and that will bring the stream back to live. And we'll see how we go. I'll be only a couple of minutes, hopefully. Back soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hopefully we're back on the air and we've even got some vision from someone's drone. By the way, just for the record, yes, Wirecast did crash. It generated a core dump. Now, this one is whose stream? Let's have a look. This one is Mel's stream live right now. So this is the end of the sunset in his area. And Mel, thank you very much for getting up in the air.
Yeah, we got you, Mel. So this is awesome. So, well, it is too. That's.
I wonder if I can brighten that up.
I don't know. I'd be scared to try.
Color, brightness. Let's see.
Yep, I don't know. Maybe you can hear my audio here too.
I can hear your audio, Mel. It's coming through loud and clear. So I've just brightened that up a little bit in the software.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you can hear my audio here too.
So welcome to our first live stream
Okay, then
for our live
turn down
fly-in.
the volume on my tablet.
You won't be able to hear me, Mel, at all, unfortunately.
I can't
Unless
lighten
he's
it
watching
up.
the stream.
Yeah, he's watching the stream, which is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, who's next? Can I get you again, Lloyd, to kind of arbitrate for me? Who's next to come in?
Okay. Looks like the next one to come in was Drone Strikes 1.
Okay,
He says,
and his key?
What is his key? He had it up there a minute ago. Lost his key. Matt. M-A-T-T.
Okay, I'll go
His
and get
stream
that
key
one
is
ready.
Matt.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, his key is Matt.
M-A-T-T.
Right. All small letters.
Y. And there we go. We have Matt live now.
From his living room.
From his living room, from his drone in his living room. Okay, he's probably just catching up. Now, he mentioned he was going to do something quite creative because it's obviously late for him, and flying outdoors would be something that he couldn't do today, but instead, he's filming his drone with his drone.
Oh. I have one of those drones. All right,
Which
Matt.
is really quite creative. Now, let me see if I've got a log file to find out who else is coming in.
Old guy said he was coming in.
So we should try old guy next or call me Dashcast. Let's try old guy.
Yeah, because I don't see if he's still there. And old guy was what he put up. Call me
I
Dash.
don't see old guy coming in at the moment, unfortunately.
All right.
But thanks for that, Matt.
Okay. Well,
let's see if I can find Call Me Dash.
Says he's
okay.
I'm grounded due to rain. Time to mess around with the tello.
Okay.
Good God.
Oh, yes, you do look big.
Yeah. And I tease you about having a big head.
That's what happens with Wirecast after a reboot. It's one of those annoying things. Yeah. Oh, you put another one in there at just the right time. Very creative. Okay, looking in the chat here. Can I ask old guy, can you turn off your stream and restart? Chris Hope is up, so we're just going to use the key Chris. Let's do that now. Network, web stream, new. RTMP, colon, data. So we're going to go and apply that one, and hopefully we're going to get Chris. And I do want to get Chris before... Oh, look at that. Chris, you are giving us some choice footage here today. So we're going to go and apply that one, and hopefully we're going to get Chris.
Okay, I'm back.
We've got Chris.
Oh, awesome. Well, I was just looking out my back door, and my son has just bottomed out. If I had to put my drone up, I would have actually got a sunset too. So Chris must be about the same time that I am. Oops, I need to switch. Did Mel's picture scare you?
It didn't scare me any more than it normally does. But you know what? I can hear you absolutely, Chris. Really good.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Drone worship, you just put it up, man. It was beautiful over Tampa. Put it up again, drone worship. We'd love to see yours as well. Yeah, there's a fair bit of delay. It's 25 seconds to YouTube plus another 5 seconds coming in as well.
This is just awesome. That you were able to pull this off.
Only after rebooting Wirecast, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I explained, third world entertainment. That you were able to pull this off. Call me Dash said no stream for. Said no stream for him today. So I explained.
Michael Blade has no electricity at the moment wherever he's calling from. He's had 70 mile per hour winds today.
Oh.
Now, old guy on a drone, you were trying to get in before. By the way, drone worship, just seeing you there. Can you jump into the Discord? I'd love to see you in the Discord, and we'll get you on in a couple of moments as well. The guys over there are giving tutorials on how to do this. By the way, drone worship, just seeing you there. Can you jump into the Discord? And old guy on a drone, can you give me a different stream key? Disconnect the one you did before and use a different stream key, and I'll add you in with that one. The technology we're using here today is pretty amazing. I mean, a combination of drones from all around the world.
Right.
And barking dogs.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm just having fun.
I don't know what... He's starting to feel better. That's the thing. He's ready to go running into the backyard, but he can't for another 2 weeks.
Just to let you know, I've still got over here...
Oh. That's this is cool.
However, I am going to go back to Chris for a moment.
Chris, yeah, because he's running out of daylight. So.
Is Mitch in the Discord? Oh, guy, here we go. I'm trying right. Mitch, use a different stream key. Key is Mitch. Okay, I'm going to add you in now. Network, new stream.
And by the way, I don't know if Greg said it, but I will. Hello to everybody that is in the chat. not in Discord, but in the actual chat. Oh, I see Matt North is here. He's graced us with his presence.
Okay, I have Mitch ready to come up on screen. I'll just let Mitch know that in advance so he can prepare whatever silliness and frivolity that I'm sure he's going to share with us.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you don't catch him in his boxers this time.
Okay, he's giving me a thumbs up, so I'm going to go and switch to Mitch now. Here we go. Not in his boxers, but... So Mitch is hearing the boxer references about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Am I live now? Can you hear me?
You're live and we can hear you, but there is delay. So YouTube has got a 25-second delay. So yes, you are live.
Hi, guys. I hope you can see me and hear me. Hey, there I am. All right.
So the challenge was for people who could fly where they are
hear me
legally.
And everything, huh, guys?
And obviously, in some parts of the world, it's night time, and not everyone.
We can't have a conversation because of the delay, but I do have proof positive here that this is a drone there it is. There's the motor hanging up there from my green screen deal, and that's about the only way I can prove to you that I hung my drone up, and it's actually streaming from the drone. The weather outside is very bad and dark, and I wish I could be flying, but I can't. So I thought that I would hang that up in the studio here and get a job. Greg, that's amazing. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, look, it was good having you on, Mitch. It was a little bit of fun.
Myself on TV here with the delay. Pretty cool.
Hey, Mitch, now I can finally hear you.
Yeah, I gave you the audio. Sorry about that before.
You're still looking at me. You got a nice shot of my head here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you are still looking at me, I see.
What I've got to look forward to. Thanks for that, Mitch. I'm going to go back to Mr. Hope
You're
over here.
Saying, even though it's...
Oi, I resemble that.
Yeah, you do.
Mad Kiwi. It just started hailing where you are. Kiwi. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Mel is saying he's back in on the Osmo action.
Yeah. Oh, got Chris Hope. I heard him.
Daniel Sampson sent a video
through his YouTube live stream.
So Dan Sampson sent a video, and I can possibly do that at some other time, Dan, but can you... This is an RTMP stream for Dan. Anyway, jump in the Discord and they can explain how to get in. Let's see what else we got over here. We've still got the fireplace coming in from our first one from Matt. Who's next to come up?
Yes, it can be very easily.
Have you got Mel back up yet?
Let's do that. I think it was just Mel, so we're going to add a new web stream.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to kill that dog. No, I'm not. I spent too much. We all spent too much money on that dog for me to kill him.
Okay, here's Mel. Here we go. Transitioning to Mel. I press the button. I'll press it one more time.
There he is. Yep.
There's Mel sitting there. Now, Mel's doing something a little bit different. He's doing it on an Osmo
action.
Yep. By the way, I'm getting messages from Dan Sampson. Dan, just so you know, this is actually streaming to me. So you put in an RTMP URL in your drone, rtmp://rtmp.dronebook.org/ and then your stream key. And you can put Dan as your stream key. Once you do that, I'll be able to bring you up here on the screen. So at the moment, we've got Mel. We don't have audio from Mel. But the purpose of what Mel wanted to do, he is using OBS on his phone as a broadcaster, and he's using a screen recorder as an input into OBS. So therefore, he can have his Osmo camera going to his phone, which then in turn is an input into OBS, which is an input into my Wirecast, which then is an input into YouTube, which then goes out to you guys. Now, while it does technically work, I would suggest that maybe the vertical video syndrome is a disease that we need to sort out. Mel indicated when we spoke about this the other day that that's one of the challenges of the DJI Mimo application. He's creating a hole in space and time.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Okay. So now that we've had a little bit of that, we're going to go back over here. A disease that we need to sort out. I could just watch Chris flying all day. It's beautiful. In fact, let me just have a bit of fun. DJI Mimo application. Web stream. Creating a hole in space and time. I just want to bring the sun back up for a little while. So now that we've had a little bit of that, we're going to go. There we go. I could just watch Chris flying all day. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'll put that back to normal. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Who we got? Oh. Oh. Yeah.
You're not. He's not. He's not.
Oh, yeah. Looks like.
Anyway, I'll put that back to normal. I'm just waiting for this. This is one of those would you ride it moments, and I would be nowhere near that indoors.
Yeah. This is cool.
He's not. Okay, I saw from Kiwi that he wants to have a go. The weather's behaving. So anyone that wants to do this now, rtmp://rtmp.dronebook.org/live/ and then add to the end of that your stream key. Or if you've got a separate field in your app, you can put that in as a separate field as well. Depends on what you've got. Okay, I saw from Kiwi that he wants to have a go. The weather's behaving. So anyone that wants to do this now. Can that pick up a person as what Ray Kelly is saying?
Oh, yeah. You'd think, right?
And then add to the end of that your stream key. Or if you've got a separate field in your app, you can put that in as a separate field as well. Depends on what you've got. Okay.
Let's see what we got.
So he's done all that work and now he's going to fly the tele on top of it. You know what would be funny to watch? Although I don't think he'll do it. Would be the props of the big one spinning up and having the tello go and crash into it and doing a slow... No, he won't do that.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Everybody's seeing in the regular chat. Got to monitor everything. Steve Carpenter. Wow. Is that Matt's new pocket drone?
Now the tello won't work.
Oh, the tello won't take off, probably getting compass interference.
Yeah.
Would be the props of the big one spinning up and having the tello. I might just turn the audio down on that input because it's a bit disconcerting hearing yourself back as much. There's a few comments you could say there about the tello mounted on top of the bigger drone.
Well, I'm thinking of when the Chihuahua and
Let's move on.
That poor little thing's going to die of high aspirations.
I can see Mitch is still there.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch. Yeah, that was definitely a serious prop.
The little drone was suffering from prop envy.
I'm still here.
Yeah,
I'm still here. Hi, you guys. Hi, Lloyd. Hi. I wish I could give you some. You know, I could get my little Tiny Hawk out and fly it around, I suppose.
You can do anything you like, my friend. I'm still watching Matt in the background, and if anyone else wants to add a stream key into the chat, either in Discord or into the YouTube chat, I'll throw it up.
This is really wild, seeing yourself about 30 seconds later.
Yeah. It can be disconcerting to say the least.
Get the little drone. Be right back.
Okay, and while you get the little drone, we'll quickly go back to see what Matt's doing. Anyone else ready to fly? We didn't really get much in the way of flight. Sorry?
He's ready to fly, but we need a stream key.
Who's that?
King S.
Oh, King. Just use King. Yeah. Just use the word King as the stream key, and I'll put that up. I'll get that up ready.
I'm ready. He's typing something now. Okay. He's up and ready.
Okay, just the word King.
He hasn't said.
I'm just letting him know that that's what I'll be expecting.
Okay.
Now, I'm thinking it'd be fun to do something like this maybe once a month, but I'll actually move the Ausby Drone show maybe a couple of hours earlier.
Right.
When we do that. So that, yeah, and we can get a few people from different parts of the world.
Yeah, that way we can get like the East Coast and the central United States.
Mm. So I don't have Kingy up yet. I'm thinking it'd be fun to do something like this maybe
okay.
once a month. But I'll actually move the Ausby Drone show. Watching for old guys.
He says he's
still
actually
absent
streaming.
Without leave.
I don't know what happened.
Who is streaming? Kingy was streaming?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's his stream. It's not doing much. So he'd need to pick something else. Pick another key, make it King 2, and tell me when he's live, and I'll have it come up.
Turn my ceiling fan off lest it heat my drone.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
You know, that'd be actually fun. Having a, I kind of suggested this in the preview of having a drone attached to a fan. But anyway.
Yeah, I think we discussed that last night.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Ah, there you go. Drone Shrike says he would fire it up, but he likes his legs. Totally understand that.
All over the place here, guys.
I don't know where. I was gonna say I don't know where Mitch was flying at, but that looked like that could be detrimental to a guy's health.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look for Mr. King using King 2 as a stream key. I'll see if that one comes up. No, not seeing that.
Okay. Let me drop in there real quick and hey King, put your stream key in as King 2.
Okay, so while we're watching Mitch there, if I have Kingy by the time Mitch finishes, we'll bring up Kingy. Oh yeah, you're doing well, my friend.
I think that the little drone, when it gets close to the Mavic, seems to get some interference from the transmitter on the Mavic. It seems to lose its mind a little bit when I get it too close.
Just don't get it tangled in your hair, Mitch.
He doesn't have that problem.
He'll hear that in about 2 minutes.
Can I just, yeah, I know. We're just waiting for the laugh. It's like a train wreck in slow motion, waiting for the laughter. There it goes. There was a little smirk.
Yep.
But he's trying to concentrate, trying to focus. Can I just say, though, one of my early experiences with my tello, yes, I got my tello prop once into my daughter's hair, and her hair is very, very long. It goes literally down to the bottom of her back. Yeah.
Battery is about to die.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
That was
looking
it,
for
folks.
Mr. King in
That's a
the
little
background.
ESG
I don't see him there.
M80, and 4 minutes, I think, or so on one of these little batteries. But that was fun. That was fun. Let me see if I can hear
That's
something.
awesome. Oh,
You
he
missed
couldn't
the
hear all
fun that we were talking about before. You know, as you were flying, we were saying, or Lloyd was saying, make sure you don't get it in your hair. And, of course, Greg responded, well, obviously he doesn't have that problem, but we'll just wait for the laughter to come now.
I still see the back of my head.
Yeah. He got it.
Okay. Train wreck in slow motion. There's the crash.
This
Anyway,
delay
moving-
is something, you know. I hear what you say, and 30 seconds later, I get a chance to reply to it.
Yeah. Moving right along, I'll just quickly go back, and I've still got the freeze frame of that there because it looks so awesome.
Yeah.
I can see in the background someone else is having fun again, doing a little bit of gimbal tilt with that. I'm looking for Mr. King. He's not there. On King 2, he's not there. I'll try King without the 2. And I'll just have a quick look back into the chat. Have we got any others? No. Oh, here we go. We've got Mr. King coming up, I think.
Oh, excellent.
No. I thought it was. Hang on. No, it wasn't. No, so much for that idea. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go right now and we're going to pause all of the remote fly-in stuff. We're just going to come back in the studio to you and me for now. Let's do that. Except for the fact that after the reboot, you got a big head somehow and the frame is all wrong. One of the lovely things every time you restart Wirecast, these things do weird things. I don't know how and why.
Hang on a second.
Let's see if I can fix that.
He's feeling good enough now. He thinks he needs to be out guarding. Uh-oh. We froze up.
Are you frozen? Oh.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
Yep. No, we're there.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do for a little while. Quick little chat. Next week, we've got my PI Dream, James Tanner. He was the person we planned to have on last week when we had lots of things going very badly wrong. Just a quick little update for those who might want to know what went wrong. The software that I was using last week was a beta version of Wirecast. And, you know, when you beta test software, you have to expect that things can go wrong. I had been using that version for a while and I'd had little things go wrong here and there, one thing here, one thing there, etc. But last week I had absolutely every single one of those failures at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was just not possible, not possible to continue. And I didn't want to have you guys around while I was trying to get all of that sorted out. So that's a story about what happened last week. This week, as we said, we're doing a remote fly-in. If anyone is in the chat or in the Discord and they want to go fly and come live, let me know and just get a stream key. If you need some help doing the RTMP stuff, there is a voice chat room in the Discord as well. You can chat to the people there and they will give you lots of help. Now, seeing that we're waiting for anyone else to come in, what we're going to do now, hopefully, and I'm going to go and get up last week's news stories, hopefully.
Ah, yeah. Means you didn't get to read them last week?
Yeah, since I didn't get to read them last week, that's my plan. So let me go and do this now. I'll get, where is my video up on the screen? Here we go. And last week's news story. Starting with this clip. So while I play that clip out, because I don't have my producer here this week, I'm going to go and get the information about the stories up on the screen. But in the meantime, I'll play that one more time.
Oh, this is the...
Oops, I'll play that story one more time. There we go. So this first one was... the DJ Matrice 300, but I don't know why I had that footage with it. But anyway, so the news was that certainly the DJI Matrice 300 is coming out for the end of February, and looking forward to that. And I'll get that back off the screen to us. Let me see if I've got something interesting for the second story. Investigators...
Oh, share what's left of the C-130 water tanker?
Yeah, let me get that one up. So for those who haven't heard, this is especially interesting to Australians. The Australian Transport Safety Board is our equivalent of the NTSB. For those who didn't hear, there was a crash in Australia of an aircraft. This aircraft is now being filmed by drone. So from a drone perspective, it's interesting. From an aviation perspective, it's also interesting that it crashed. Don't yet have the answer as to the root cause of it. But the side story and the backstory is that there were US firefighters helping out in Australia who unfortunately lost their life while helping to fight fires in Australia. So I do want to keep following up on that one to find out what the actual cause was of that one, but you know, we certainly keep the family of those people who lost their lives trying to help Australians in our thoughts and minds. So
yeah.
Moving on to the third story. This one was, here we go.
Those two big white boxes below are holographic radars. They provide precise volumetric and continuous 3D surveillance.
So I'll get rid of some of that audio. This is what's been installed at Heathrow. It's got a 5-kilometre range holographic drone detection system. Now, from my point of view, I think it's awesome that they've gone and invested in some technology that someone will be able to say, yes, there was or there wasn't a drone there.
There's no video.
It'll be interesting to see. Oh, did I do that?
Yeah, it's just you and me. And actually, it's just you reading it.
You should, Lloyd.
It just happened. I thought, well, maybe I missed something here. So,
okay.
There we go.
Take two.
All right, take two. That's why you have a producer.
Boxes below are holographic radars. They provide precise volumetric and continuous 3D surveillance.
Now you can read this story.
Recognize targets, aircraft, wind turbines, bird flocks, and even cloud formations. How do they work? What is their specificity?
Valent have created a radar surveillance solution which...
So I don't need to go and read their specs and hear that about it, but from a conceptual perspective, something that's going to be giving a 5-kilometre radar-based system that I'm sure is also going to be listening into RF for drone positioning. I think it's going to be a good thing because instead of saying, oh, there's a drone, oh no, they'll get real information about it and be able to respond appropriately.
Airport radar signals.
We keep the safety of the aircraft exactly as it is
Now,
before the development was built.
How is
And
it
overlaying
that they,
it together with their radar signals as well.
Okay, I was going to say, how is it that they know that it would be a drone compared to something else?
Short answer to that is I'm sure and I would hope that they are overlaying other information that's available via the RF links. Right, so they're going to use, I hope, you know, they call this a holographic radar solution. Anyone worth their money is going to be combining radar together with RF. So just imagine it in simple terms. You were using a DJI device that's going and recording the RF from DJI, and you overlay that together with your radar, and you see, right, there's the drone. I can see it. It's definitely a drone. But the benefit of using radar as well as the RF is because not every drone is identifiable from RF signatures, so that's helpful. Moving on to our next story. This one's interesting. In fact, let me just have a pause and see if there's anyone in the chat who wants to get on. Oh, Rick, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I would put the message up on the screen in flashing lights, but the title of live software is not working today. So thank you very much for that. Having a look further else here, further on into the chat, is there anyone who wants to come up? I'm about to shut down my drone. That was great fun. I'll just challenge you next time to go and get a drone suspended from a fan and spin it. Then it's a spin-up event.
Then it's a spin-up, yeah. Especially if it gets caught up. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. So we got a couple of other news stories. The next one I've got, this one, and I've got too many windows here. This one's about something that happened in Morocco. So let's check it out. Oops, no it isn't. My bad, this was just another counter-drone solution being used in another airport.
Okay.
And if I have a look at my notes here, yeah. So this is a anti-drone solution. This is Elta Systems. It's a subsidiary of Israel Aerospace Industries, and it's been testing its Drone Guard solution at several large international airports in Europe, Latin America, Southeast Asia, and so on. They're actively seeking countermeasures at a lot of these airports to assist in handling the threat of drones around airport terminals, especially on the runways. Now, I don't know what that thing being dropped out of there, I hope that's not the countermeasure.
No, I think what that was I was watching it.
An illustration.
An illustration of what the drone can do.
Yeah.
The damage it can do. And why they need the counter, because obviously it's Israel. They're worried about a drone flying over. That was a really big bomb that they dropped out of what looked like a glorified Phantom. They're not going to drop that size of bomb out of it.
Drop it to stop the drone that someone else is flying.
Yeah. Okay. Out of the enemy.
So I'm just reading a little bit further into the article. 3D X-band radar that detects and tracks all types of drones. Dedicated system that classifies the drone by its transmission using the RF information, which is what I was talking about before, to verify the target and reduce false detection. Now, I'm just trying to have a look. I did read this. Apologies for not being as up-to-date with it as I should. I read it last week. And time has passed, so I can't remember. But I know there was one system that was doing RF countermeasures to go and land those drones. And the question is that legal? I can't remember which of those two systems. Here we go. So providing effectiveness as well as the ability to operate and not interfere or interrupt the airport's normal operation. Yeah, okay. Doesn't talk about how it's countermeasures. But let's move on from that. Our next story that I was going to tell is this one. So if you're going around and flying and having some fun with your drone while you're traveling, this one is about a guy who got his drone confiscated in Morocco. Now, with drone photography, you know, everything's very fast-paced in development and tech, but the rules in different countries are interesting and challenging at the best of times. This guy, his drone was confiscated. For those who don't know, foreigners basically cannot ever, under any circumstances, fly a drone in Morocco. It's just not permitted. And even, here's the weird thing, if you're leaving Morocco, if you're on the way out of the airport, and this is the storage room where his drone was, if you're leaving Morocco and you've got a drone, they can actually inspect it at that point, apparently, and confiscate it before you leave. And the ability to get it back, if it's confiscated on departure, not so easy.
No. Well, that's how they're, you know, I'll remember that next time I go to Morocco to leave my drone at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
but the point is,
you know,
regardless, if you're
Christmas.
traveling overseas, with your drone, do check the country that you're going to and find out what their drone laws are. They're not necessarily the same as at home. Cuba? I haven't been to Cuba.
Yeah, I haven't either. But one of the guys in one of the other channels I follow, he got locked up in Cuba because he was flying his drone. He didn't think he was getting out. He was an American, you know, so their natural tendency to think he was a spy, you know, which he wasn't, but.
Okay. I got a Mavic Mini story. Would you like to see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one over here, the guy was flying and something happened during his flight. And this is what he found in the video cache.
Ooh.
So just reading the story here, his DJI Mavic Mini crashed into the water for no reason on 25th of January 2020. He found this video in the cache of the smartphone. The first error was on his screen was talking about an SD card malfunction.
Really?
Really? So if you put in a bad SD card, does that mean your drone's going to crash?
Yeah, it makes you like,
whoops, wrong button. There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, if you've got a bad SD card, hypothetically, I want to talk about that for 2 seconds. Is it possible that that could cause it?
I don't see how. I mean, I don't see the correlation because the camera runs off a complete different, and thus the SD card runs off a complete different part of the chip.
So hypothetically, let me give you a hypothetical. Just imagine if for whatever reason there's a command input to descend, and then moments later there's an error on your SD card, and moments later there's a stick up input, which the computer, the CPU on there is busy trying to deal with the SD card.
SD card, and it misses the,
And hypothetically, that is actually a possible scenario. So don't use bad SD cards on your drones. It's actually believable and possible.
Yeah, I can
Anyone
see where
in the
that would
chat,
happen.
I'd like,
because,
better drones have their own onboard memory. Well, this is onboard memory on the drone. It's an SD card in the drone. It could be the flight log SD card. Whatever SD card it is, it's an SD card where the drone sent a message to the controller saying SD card error.
But like with my Mavic Air, if the SD card's bad, it just automatically kicks over to the 8 megs or 8 gigs onboard video storage. So
yeah,
that's I think what it's referring to. But
So I'm going to have a brief pause here and just see if there's anyone else that wants to come in on the RTMP feed. Go fly your drone. You don't necessarily have to fly it. You could do something interesting and creative. You can hang it up from a hills hoist if you're an Aussie. For anyone else that is not an Aussie, that's a clothesline, in case you didn't know. We invented the clothesline, the square one that looks like a kind of a big umbrella. We had some good inventions.
You just gave them all to the Yanks.
Yeah.
Free of charge.
Yeah. So hang it from the hills hoist and go and spin it around. I don't know. Whatever you can do legally in your country, have some fun. I don't want you to damage your drone, and if you crash it, don't say that Greg said to do it. But yeah, we've got a few minutes left. If you want to come in, just send a stream key in and we'll do that, and jump into the Discord if you need any help doing that at all.
Oh, I was just reading the chat over and Drone Strikes. Matt says this is a very good idea and it's tons of fun. Also, he did say that he set a record for how many times his wife rolled her eyes. Like,
yep.
Yeah. She probably like, really?
The wife factor is always
the wife factor always, yeah. Speaking of wives, where's the producer?
Yeah. Just reading from Thunderbird, might have received a not responding code which made the CPU hang and stop operating. It is entirely possible.
Yeah.
And that's what makes that an interesting revelation. This was on the Mavic forums. So until it gets confirmed what the cause of that crash was, make sure you run with good SD cards. Go and reformat them frequently. Make sure you're ready to go. Now, at this point in time, I want to briefly pause and see if there's any other good stories that I want to absolutely do right now, because we've got going live, Ready, Set, Drone in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to have a quick squiz through the remaining stories we had up last week. First one is UK police are granted new power to seize drones. I think that's absolutely abominable, disgusting. You should not have powers to seize drones. That's nothing that police should be doing. There should be enforcement, yes, of laws, yes, issue a ticket, but actually seizing drones, unless there was a criminal act involved, I'm not in favour of that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it's like you said, a ticket, and unless it's a criminal, and there again, if you're given a ticket, isn't that a criminal act? I guess the severity of the criminal act, like dropping drugs inside of a prison, you know, okay, confiscate the drone. But just for flying by a beach that's some local councilman has decided to post a sign, you can't fly there. Whoops, I'm being paged.
Yeah. Well, we're getting to that point anyway, so I'll let you go and answer that page. And in the meantime, I'll go and put myself over here and say, it's been fun doing what we did today. It was a little bit unexpected, a little bit different. My plan would be to try and do this maybe once a month, and maybe move the time a little bit earlier in the day so that we can allow more people in different parts of the world to fly. So for now, I'll say goodbye. It's been fun being here. I'm going to jump into the Discord afterwards, into the voice chat room. If you want to do that, please do so. I've got one last thing that I do want to share, and that is Top Talker. So every week I keep a record of who is the big mouth of the week. I just wanted to share, and the bot is going to let people know who it was last week. Waiting. Come on. Nightbot is not talking at the moment, but I'll let you know who it was. It was Mad Kiwi. Hopefully Nightbot will catch up in a little while. Mad Kiwi, congratulations on being the big mouth of the week last week. Anyway, that's all for now. It's been fun. See you next time. Bye from me and bye from Lloyd, who's not there. Catch you around. Bye-bye.